in my life, this is my time. Step up, rise up, fight first, bring it on.
Welcome to the next episode of Remus Talks. Just a nice, relaxed evening with one of my favourite composers playing, if you can hear him. Today, I'm going to talk about Psychosis's nephew, I believe is their relation. Parasite, if that's the name he's going with. Mr. Barry himself, possibly one of the youngest members to have ever joined SWF. Now, if that's the case, well, I applaud him. Wrestling is not an easy business to go into. And when you're surrounded by people who are twice your size and can cause a lot of damage, well, it takes a certain kind of mind to want to go inside the ring and compete with them. But here you are. You first appeared, I would like to say, Battle Scars? Yes, Battle Scars, I remember. Because you made a surprise appearance, didn't you? Out of the blue, didn't say anything on social media. You just appeared in front of your good old uncle and scrapped it out in the middle of the ring. Now granted, it didn't go well for you on that day, but you made your impact. To say that it was your first time, and, well, that's what you need to do. To make impacts, to make waves. Certainly a lot better than what most people are currently doing. They know who they are. I have to say, though, I'm not entirely intrigued by your concept. Do I think it's a bad one? No. Do I think it needs work? Oh, absolutely. Hell, nobody is perfect, not even myself and the members of the society. But we know that we can always improve. And I think that there is a lot of improvement to be had with you. For starters, you should be more focused on wanting to face other individuals rather than your good old Uncle Psychosis. I think trying to beat him is probably the one thing you can't do, even though I know Psychosis is very easy to beat nowadays. You just need to breathe on him, and sometimes he'll fall over. But with you, he's probably got more reasons to not do that, because, well, he is your uncle. He's your better, so to speak. And, yeah, I can understand why that would be. But there's so many people you could face in SWF. Dylan Pickin, Daniel Banner, Archangel, me. You see, when I was making a list of people who should be in the Cruiserweight tournament, I made sure to put your name onto that list. Do you know why? Because I need to see more of what you're all about. I want to see more of what you can do inside that ring. I want to see if you can live up to a better hype than Psychosis ever could. Maybe we'll see in you a better generation of wrestlers from your family, from the people that you know. Maybe you'll best Psychosis in your own way. And the best way would be to prove yourself in this Cruiserweight tournament. After all, if I remember correctly, there's 32 people in this. Oh, sorry. No, I'm thinking of the Cruiserweight Classics. I must say, extremely talented. I do hope I get there one day. But you get the idea. There's a lot of people involved with this. A lot of people who can be talented. A lot of people who aren't so talented. But you are in that mix. And this would be the best time for you to prove that you can mingle with the rest of the stars and show that you're the best. Winning at the end, though, if you do win, does lead to me. Now, say you do win this tournament, there's absolutely no guarantee that you're going to be able to take my Cruiserweight belt. I don't think any of the people on this tournament could, but I'm all about promoting new talent. As you'll see, a lot of the people in those brackets are new people, or people who have been underutilized. Sure, sprinkling a few big names there, such as Crisis, I suppose, and James Westney if you really have to. But all in all, the people who are hungry and want more from SWF than what they've already been given, which is to say very little. People like Connor Cage, Rob Van Helsing, Dylan Pickin, just to name a few. Now, you should consider maybe looking to some other individuals for guidance as well. After all, we have the perfect group for someone like yourself who's willing to go that bit further to achieve what they want. And that's the society. What your dear old uncle would think about you joining the society, we don't know. He's not made his thoughts clear as to what he thinks about the rest of us. But if you know what's good for you, you'll take every opportunity that you can get. So say we were to offer our hand to you, so that we could teach you everything that we knew and know, and give it to you to make you better, stronger. Would you be wise enough to accept it, or headstrong enough to deny it? I'll await your answer on that, but you better make a good choice. You could have a lot of potential in SWF, but you need to make the right decisions. And the society is one of the best decisions that you can make, so long as you stay on our good side. But I can't talk a lot about a wrestler I don't know much about, other than him seeming savage, hungry, wanting more. Sounds a bit like me when I first started, but I'll keep my judgment to myself for now. I want to see more of what you can do. But Alucard, you made your presence known in a very long time, haven't you? Yes. What was it that you put on my last video? Oh yes, something about me bending the narrative in my favour. No, there's no bending any narrative in my favour. When something is a fact, it is a fact. And whether you like it or not, a fact cannot change, especially when it is one that is true. I speculated that you may have been Corey Cobain and you're just doing a rebrand, but I fully accept that you may be a different person. And I fully accept that you don't put in as much effort as the rest of us. Hell, that's saying something, seeing as a lot of people don't even put in the effort to start with. And if you truly have a problem with that, well, I can't remember if I put your name in the Cruiserweight tournament, but if I did, and you lost, which I guarantee you will because you'll have more ring rust than most people around here, I just want you to know that after Conor Cage, my open challenge for my Cruiserweight belt will still be open. And you're allowed to stake a claim if you feel like you're tough enough. Or maybe you can only talk big when you're sitting in the row looking at things from the outside in. So what say you, Constantine? You want to man up? You want to stay away from those joints long enough to be able to look at me and say, yeah, I'll take you on? Because I'll guarantee that I'll put you back in your place faster than anybody else ever would. And Crimson, my man. You want serious? Okay. I'll give you serious. If me talking is enough to get you riled up and annoyed, good. It means you're listening. It means you're taking on board everything that I'm saying, and you know deep down inside, it's tearing you apart. But you know what? I'll oblige to what you're saying. No more words between us. This'll be the last thing. What I want to happen in that fatal four-way will happen. I don't give a shit if it's in your Demon's Den match. I'll be walking out of it. You won't be leaving me collapsed and broken. And I know full well that I'm going into a ring surrounded by wolves. The difference is that I'm the alpha. And the alpha always survives. And Kieran, you refuse DeCaro? Why? You think he's any different than what he was before? Is it because you'd much rather have had a broken down and torn apart, rudderless DeCaro rather than a strong, independent, ruthless DeCaro? You know what? Of all the people who I thought would reject a challenge, you would not be one of them. I had a bit more respect for you than that. I thought you of all people would have accepted that challenge because you know what it's like to go out there and put everything on the line every single time. You know what it's like. And you can't get enough of it. But if that's how you want to be, fine. DeCaro can go play with some others in the meantime. But he has talked to me. And he has expressed interest in facing you. And he will get his hands on you one way or another. So you best be ready for that day. That'll be enough for today, though. Any more and I might blow a fuse. Leave a like, share and subscribe, and click up here so you can vote on which wrestler I'm to talk about next. And click that bell icon down below so you can stay updated with all future videos. This has been Remus Talks, and I'll see you all in the next episode.